Started talking about what happened last week. Eddie and myself, we've been doing a lot of thinking, when Jackie called, and he asked us, we had a chance to come back home and be a part of something that it's one of the biggest things in the country. Jackie Fargo, he's known all over the country, and it was a big thing, to come back and especially to get to be one of Jackie Fargo's fabulous ones. But just like I said last week, I don't know, we won the match, we won the belts, but when we was laying there, Norvell and Coco or whatever they want to be called, I don't, that right now I'm talking about something that really it's bothered Eddie and it's bothered me all week. We was laying there, we was both bloody and about half out of it, and we heard some boos, some people booing out in the crowd, and I mean. I've been on both sides of the fence. I mean, everybody ain't going to like you all the time, but it was more than just a few of the people booing, and Eddie and myself, to win them belts, it was, I've won the world heavyweight title at one time. I held that, and that was a big thrill. But to come home to Memphis, Tennessee, and to win the belts, it was the biggest thing that ever happened. And just like I said, we was laying there, and after we got back to the back, we sat in the back for a long time, and we talked about it. And, all we could come up with was that a lot of the people thought we were here trying to replace Steve Kern and Stanley Lane. Well, that's not what we're here for. That's Eddie Gilbert. I'm Tommy Rich. The name The Fabulous Ones, Jackie Fargo made that name. And as far as Stan and Steve, they were very good friends of Eddie's and mine both. They're the ones that wanted to go to Minnesota, to New York, and travel all over the country. I mean, I've done it, but I wanted to come home and I had a chance. And what I'm saying is, I don't really know what exactly I'm trying to say, but it's like when I was 11 years old, I was 11 years old, and my father, he went off, he went off and left my mother and me, and I thought, well, nobody can ever take his place. And my mother, after it was over, sure, she's seen some other men, and I kind of held it against the men, I'd go to sleep, and during the night I'd get mad, I'd wake up, and at first I'd be mad at them men. But when I was laying in that ring last week with blood all over me and I heard them people booing, I kind of thought, I realized it wasn't them men's fault that was coming to see my mother. My father, he's the one that left. He's the one that wanted to leave. And so, I mean, it wasn't like they were trying to take his place. He's the one that chose to leave. And I don't know if that's the same thing that I mean, it's not I mean, that's my family's what I'm trying to say there. But all these people, we come home, we're doing it for Jackie Fargo, but we're doing it for all these people out here too. That's what it's all about. Just like Jackie said, they're the backbone. They're what makes wrestling happen. And all I want to say is that we're not here to take Steve and Stan's place. We're here as Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Rich, and we're going to do it just like it's supposed to be done. And we ain't going to let Jackie down and none of these dead gum people out here.
All right, Tommy. Well said, I think.
Tommy's right. That's exactly what I've been thinking. But, the whole thing gets down to Stagger Lee, Coco Ware, and Norvell Austin, who came out here and said, we're not champions. Well, right here's the proof, baby. You may have left us in our own blood, but right here's the proof. We are the champions. And if you two think that you're going to start your PYT Express or whatever you call it by rolling over us, your first thing, and you got another thing coming, brother. You're not going to make a reputation off us, because that's one thing that Jackie asked of us and told us and questioned us about. Don't ever let anybody make a reputation off of you, and that's exactly what we're not going to do, brother. And if we're psyched up, we're ready this week. Y'all bring it on, because we're ready, and I'm hopping mad. And if they want a good Southern whooping, brother, you come to two guys that can do it.
Eddie Gilbert, Tommy Rich, the fabulous ones. You got some competition in here right now.
So. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, David. Just looking forward to